Very cool. So what I want to do next is create a password validation for the auth service. Actually, I need to rename this because now it's called the secret service. Right. So I need to rename this. Rename it an all implementation only. Secrets service. Okay. Yeah. It's better. Just checking that tests are running properly. Alright, good. Good status. Git rename. Git commit. Rename auth service. Secrets service. Good. Okay. Good. Now, what I want to do, as I was saying, on the secret service, password validator. So let's get into it. I had asked a few questions to ChatGPT to help me out doing this, quite frankly. So because I don't want to spend too much time on this, but still, I'm checking that everything is properly done. So I asked a few follow-up questions to improve, and I think seems that it's quite simple and correct. It seems like a quite simple and correct implementation. I also asked to make unit test, so just kind of have to babysitting a little bit what has been done. Here I have the rules. The rules are going to be configurable. So the idea, what is a password validator? A typical annoying login, sign up form, and you have multiple questions on the password, and you will have upper, lowercase, one digit, and one special, and the minimum maximum length. Yeah, so let's get into it. So this is going to be a method of the secret service. This is the test. Test secrets. Let's do this then. Secret service. Validate password. Password. It's going to be a string. And gonna return an error. Good. Okay, so the implementation here, I see it's not returning an error, but I think I want that returns an error. So in this case, I do need to create a little bit different one. But let's get into so the rules. Rules is something we pass through to the function, and these rules I think we can copy and are quite good. Let's put them on just on the top here. Type password validation rules struct. All right. Mean length, max length, and we're going to have const max password length upper bound, just to make sure we don't pass. This is going to be hard coded. This is going to be hard coded, just in case of that. because this is going to be configurable by environment variable. So just to be sure that we don't exceed this amount. Require upper. Actually, let me see. It's better not exceed this amount. What we do is require upper. We just do upper. Yeah, uppercase, lowercase, and the digits in special. Yeah, just simple as that. I think these are the most common rules you have. Then return nil for now. I'm gonna return nil. The error. Let's do it properly since the beginning, because it has to go in this error package. And this just, I do it this way because this is how I've been doing it for, what do you think? Yeah, let's do like this. DB error, failure validation. Do I have an oath? Oath, secret oath. Oath, password validation. Okay, error, it's a client error. Message, perfect. And default code is 400, right? I forgot the equal sign. Perfect. One thing though, I would like to change. No, what I wanted to say is that I don't append error here because I'm inside the package error, so it's implicit. Good. Just a second. Good stuff. So I'm thinking how to do this though, because this has to be in a main package on the higher package. I'm thinking. Great idea, great idea. We can, thanks to the way Golang errors chaining works, what we can do, we can actually create a new error here that is going to, which is still an up error, but it's going to, or not. Sorry, an error that is going to inherit from is chained off the auth password validation error. So everywhere else that uses this password, well, in this case only one place in the controller, when we do the registration, we only check by the auth password validation. And since the new error is going to be chained from that one, it should still should be still totally valid. The only thing, the messages. How to do this? Let's try to see how it looks like. If not, I'll just want to see what's the implementation. So type in BaaS validation error list. A little bit more explicit, which is not super Golang friendly, but it's okay. So we're going to do the error here, which is going to be the actual. It's going to be actually this. The message. And the default code. So I want to keep the same logic. Hold on a second. When I do wrap, what do I do? You know what? I don't need all of this. Let's just create this as an error. As a normal error. Error me length. String. Okay, I want to do this. Right? But these are going to be strings. Right? So that for each, if we got any error for each of the row, we get a message. Okay? Perfect. So we do need to do func. Okay. And here what we can do is kind of chaining. It's a bit ugly, I guess. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a bit ugly, but it's fine, I guess, for now. I can see I have to improve this. I'm just going to use the AI to do this quicker. Then you're going to return the message. Special. Okay. And the message is going to contain this character. Okay, let's get into it. So the password is a string, and rule are going to be for it. It's going to be the password validation rules. Okay. Land. This is telling me to use the function room count and string to actually count the properly. Yes, explaining properly. One important detail: len password counts bytes, not characters. So if you want minimax of actual character, you need to use UTF room count in string. So that's quite important, I think. Okay. And now we can start lang th. Okay, for now I can start to do this. If min length it's minus, no? Yeah, right, here is showing me if this is above 0. Let's do this. Let's do this. I do want any minus. Okay, let's do this. Just because I don't want to go below the 3, right? Instead of doing this, I don't want this to be allowed. Hold on a second. If min length, min password length, upper bound, min length, not quite min length. Okay. Max length. Yep. If max length it's above this, then what I want to do is set it to. So what I'm doing is clamp. I'm clamping the numbers. Is it correct? Number clamp. Yeah, clamp. Okay. But at the same time, it's true that I don't want this to go above. Yeah. I don't want this to be above. Actually, let me ask. Go clamp function. Maybe go as a clamp function. Let's do that. So yeah. Then another one. If min length yeah, I think this makes sense. Let's create a new function, new password. So we are creating this safely. Okay. It's not maybe the best, but autocomplete, and special. So we likely want validation for this. Sorry, our function. Unit test for this. I start to work on this. We actually don't have this of test. It's going to be in a package test, so we don't collide just in case. Func test constructor. Actually, just call it what we are testing. I think it's better. See parallel tests. Rules min max length validations. Okay. There's going to be a map of string. Oh, come on. And what we want, min so it will be provide expected min, expected max, something like that, right? And then we want min length sorry, if normal values, and then more normal values is like, okay, wait, min max inbounds. So these both of them will be inbounds, right? So we don't have to. This resetting is not happening, right? Because okay, this resetting is not happening. So we're expecting this is going to be like an 8 and max length. Hold on a second. I'm doing something wrong. Here. Yeah. No, give me something wrong. Yeah, wait. Okay. So my min 8, max, not sure, like 16, expected min, expected max. Perfect. So for ID test in range of tests, run ID func testing t parallel sure rule oath new possible validation rules tt min tt max, and here we can do 2 2 2 2, right? We don't really care about these booleans because they can be only true and false, so as a no-brainer. Min assert equal, it was the test, the expected min rules min. expected marks. Sure. So this should just work. Yeah, let's return in. Perfect. So this works. Just a second. Okay. So, oh yeah, what was I doing? I'm checking here. I don't want to use too much of my brain power. So we are setting the minimum length above the max, right? And the min now it's set to the max upper bound. But then I'm expecting that it's this oh, that's why. Perfect. And that's why we make tests. That's why we make tests, you see? Pardon. Max length. There we go. So the max length goes like the min length, so they are equal. So indeed, if the min is bigger than the maximum, I'm expecting them to be equal. And indeed, this was happening. So perfect. We have this inbounds min. We have the case where a minimum is below lower bound. Minimum is above upper bounds. Max is above upper bounds. But now we need a max where it's below the lower bounds. And so we can use this. We actually have another things to test here. So now, if the max is below the min, we should expect the oath. No, we should expect the max to be set like the min password length, and it should work already. No, it doesn't. What we do here? If the max length is less, we set it to this. Plus here should be enough if okay, but what am I doing wrong? No. Okay, yeah, let's check actually. Let's check. So I'm having min length. Oh no. Let's just run the entire test suite. Expected max. Rows max length. Expected 3. Actual 8. I don't think I understand what's happening. But yeah, because of this, right? So it's already okay. And the max length now it's 8. Perfect. And so max below, yeah, it's going to be the 8 as well. Just make it super low obvious. Yeah, as well. So it's dynamic. Perfect, it works. So we have a few tests for this. What else can go wrong? I feel like there is another case. Maybe not, because we are testing first the minimum, and if the minimum it's not within bounds, it's going to be reset. Then we check again the maximum, and it's going to be reset. And the only thing could go wrong if it's the minimum, it's above the max. I think we're good. Okay, that's first test. Let's carry on. To speed up a bit. So, okay, yeah, we were in a validate password, right? And what we're gonna do is say if rules min length, it's, I feel like no, it's the, if the length, it reads a little bit better, it's below the minimum length, right? Then we need to create a new error here, right? Error. Password error. Oh, we need to. Yeah. Error. Yeah. FMT print f password below min length, and we need to add a space. What do you call this? What is this char called? Yeah, new line. Okay. Okay, sure. If length, it's above, yep. Also above maximum length. Perfect. So the first set of rules is done, and we need to return error. I'm thinking var. Don't think. It's a bit uglier, but who cares? If just to make sure that we return nil and not this guy, because we need to initialize it and we can carry on with this. Okay, so the first step is checking the length. And let's start to make the test for it. Okay, now let's do everything in once. What we're gonna do? Set free variable as digit as a special. We have 4 of the boolean, right? 2, 4. So 4 of these rules. Perfect. So now we need to loop on each character. Range password. So it's going to be a rune. Huh? So here is show me Unicode is symbol. Hold on. Here. And this is a bit of dirty logic, a bit annoying, but it's what it is. If rules uppercase and not as upper, error has error true, error uppercase, error uppercase, at least one uppercase letter is required, right? Let's go. If rules, yeah, the same logic. At least one lowercase letter is required. Perfect. If rules digit and has not digit, then at least one digit is required. If rules special and has not special, then error has error. Okay. And that's it. Perfect. Now we can jump into tests. The secret service. Yeah, okay, we can just initialize this thing. Func. Actually, func. Test. Secret service. Validate password. Testing T, loop T parallel. Alright, I'm checking on the side it tests. Let's see a bit what it did. Mean length, mass length required. What is this? Okay, I'm going to do it by myself, but I do want to check if it has any case I'm not covering. So we do the test table, the map of string of struct. So we define the struct. What do we want for the struct? We want a password. Let's see what yeah, we do need a password here. It's the most important part. Then we need a rule. Let's call it the rules. Oath, password, validation rules. Want nil. What does it mean want nil? want nil. Yeah, here we're going to do expected error, and it's going to be error. Actually, let's clarify that we do want, specifically we want this one, and it's going to be a pointer so that we pass a nil in case. Perfect. So now, let's just also do this for ID test in range tests g run ID func again the testing, create function, we call parallel again. Let's go with that. Well, actually we can we need a secret service auth new secret service, and we do want to validate the password error service validate password dt and the rules. Perfect. If we do assert no error, else, and we continue. I think it's really a little bit better continue. Else, oh no, we can't do that, sorry. Oh, actually we can return, right? Yeah, we can return. Else, what do we want? Assert t. Okay, we can see if this works out. Perfect. Now let's go to API path first. Yeah, valid password. So the password is going to be pass unit 1, 2, 3. And it's going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, right? Rules. Auth. Password validation. Actually, auth. New password validation rule. Mean is going to be 8, max 12. True, and true for true. Expected error nil. Okay, what's going on here? Is it because it's a pointer? Yeah, it is. Okay. Perfect, it works. Just checking what assert it does. Assert nil, no nil, equal. Yeah. But I think using assert error is a bit better. So this is a valid password. I want to do another one. Valid password less dev rules. So I want to just check my dev rules because I don't want to validate all the rules, but I'm doing as password test. So for development, and then I want to still be able to do my setup. So, you know, this can be for 4. No, max, it can be 72. I don't care. I don't want a uppercase. I don't want to require a lowercase. Everything false, not a digit, and then not a special. So in this way, I want to test that yeah, perfect. So it's dynamic. Fantastic, we already got it. Now we just need to carry on with the testing. I'm checking on the side the tests that AI told me. Actually, yeah, we do this later to see if I prefer actually go step by step. So the first one is now. We prepend the type with R to short. Test, perfect, and the minimum is going to be 8. Actually, let's copy this rules, because this is like an exception type of rules. And honestly, it should just work out like as so. And then what we want to do is to do an error list where it's going to be a pointer. And I want to put on the min length I want to do this. I normally don't like too much to test the actual exact error message, but in this case, it's so small and predictable. I mean, should also do this. Let's see if this works. No, didn't want to do this. This. Oh, it works. Am I testing this properly? If expected error is nil, then this. Let's do also no nil, just to make it a little bit more explicit. Hold on. Not nil. It's doing the... Because when I want to use the shortcut, but it runs with the debug mode on. Now let's do, just to see that it works, Control 5. Perfect, it works. And actually I want to say assert nil to error. It's actually redundant, man. This is more than enough. Perfect. So now we can just carry on. Next, we want to check that the password is too long. We do max. We can keep as it is. By the way, there's gonna be other validations here that are going to fail. So one is just to have a shorter, because I don't want. Yeah, I just want to test exactly this type of validation. So they have 2, 4. Yeah, it's so we still have a lower upper number, a digit, and a special, but the only error we want is the minimum. Just saying, you know. So now this is going to be too long. It should be too long. Yeah, let's just repeat a few times, and should be well above. And now this should fail because actually this failed. Hold on. Hold on. How Hold on a second. What's going on here? This is not supposed to pass. What? So if I put here a random value, it's going to pass? I think it's because also the... Yeah, it does pass, so it's not good. The test itself, it's not good. Because this was... I expect this to fail. Let's do this. Let's do a bit more. So actually we check in the each message. Cert equal. Oh, what is this? Ah, it's a message, that's why. No. Right, we just asserted that the error is an error. And now we do. Okay, let's try to do this. Let's just do equal. And the expected is going to be on the first argument, the actual value here. Let's remove this for the moment, so for the time being. And I want to test first the minimum. So now this works, but let's see if I do max length. Okay, here I do want debug. No, I want to debug this one. Actually, we can just debug this one specifically. Yeah. Can I do any evaluation from this? To the expected is this. Hold on a second. Oh, it's right. Okay, I like this. Okay. This is really good because the reason why it works. Because the way I did it is that no matter what, even if I do max length at the moment, it's going to see the max length as a unique value and is returning except that string, which is pretty good. Now, I want to keep this assertion, but I want to test one by one. Each message equal. No, not this. T expected mean length, error expected mean length. And the error is going to be errors as type auth. I think it's going to be a pointer auth password error list. No, I need to do I think it was that error validation, okay? And this should pass the error. Let me just check the if not okay, require false. Okay, so it stops the test. It should not fail. It must be this error. I don't know what happens if it's null, but we'll see. Error validation. Okay, just find. Okay, now it works. What happens if I run this one? Should be false. No. It should be true. Should be okay, right? Should be able to make the. It should have been able to make the inference expected. So why the expected error? Oh, perfect. Now it works. Because they put the min length, the max length when it's indeed the max length. No, do that. Yep. Now I want to run all of them to see if it didn't break. It does break. It does break, man. Okay, let's do another thing. Well, this goes here. And this goes here and returns. Fantastic. Now we just need to repeat a little bit the assertion for each one. So we want to be dead precise with this, huh? And do we want us error? No, let's export this. Why not? You never know. You just may want to use this. Not a big deal, really. So we can test it. I would say. Yep. So we make sure that, it's whatever. You know what? Let's not do this. I was joking. I don't care about this. As error is an internal functionality, just on this to return nil, and that's all. That's it. So let's run it again. Perfect. So now we have a precise test. This should fail now for real. Fails, perfect. Let's put max length, and it still should fail because the error message is different. Password below minimum length. Okay, yeah, perfect. It fails here. Twice, I mean. Password above. Maximum length of 12. I'll just run it from here. Perfect. Just want to make sure that when I press this button, it runs the correct test. Fantastic. So now we just need to carry on this way till the end. It'll take a little bit, but it's going to be okay. So pass error up. How do they call this? It's called error missing upper. So let's go back to this one, which is the good one. But we want all lowercase. And this is going to be uppercase. And this got even easier. Just literally copy the string. Uppercase. Fantastic. And now this is going to be for the lowercase. going to be insert BaaS unit missing lower, right? And here is going to be lowercase. At least one lowercase it's required. Perfect. Next, the digits. Just want to copy my good password here. Missing digit. 1, 2. I'm not sure if I passed the 12. But if we do, we should see an error. Because this does not define a max. Yeah, indeed, let's see. At least one digit is required. Possible maximum length. At least, so indeed, I did pass to over. So let's remove the 2. Works. And the last. Then we're done. Missing special. Special. So I want to go copy the good one again. If we remove the exclamation part, yep. It's that easy, that easy. Perfect. Now I want to have multiple errors. Right. So error multiple. So whoever gave this password messed up big time. It's going to be just pass. It's well, the lowercase is not going to be hit. But what I'm expecting is me just duplicate this a moment. What we're gonna do? We should eat the too short error. I eat up one square bracket. Oh, what happened? What the heck? There you go. First below minimum length 8. Next, the max length error should be. Well, no, it won't be it. The uppercase error is going to be it. Hit, I mean. Missing lower, no. Missing digit, yes. And this special is there, so should be good to go. Perfect. Happy day. So we have a fully tested password validation done. Very simple, but yet. Okay, so validate password implementation. Good stuff. Okay. Happy days. So next we need to hook it up with the controller. So it's not done yet, huh? One thing before we move on. Are we able to get the config from the container? No, this rule actually could be. It should be. it should be like a singleton, like a constant. Okay, a second. When we do the setup here, we load the config. We're going to call this or not? Yeah, we call this. We're not passing the configuration. It's a bit annoying. How can I do this? I want to call it from here, but we don't have the configurations. So it's weird that we don't have configuration on the container. And this on top of it is package common. We need to do one thing. Create production. Right, we need to do one load config here. Yeah, we need to do this. A function called load config, which is going to return. Okay. And prefix. Create production app dependencies. We don't even need the configuration to be returned because it's going to be a singleton at the moment. Let's just call it here because then from this it's going to be called. So I'm going to put this stuff on the side because I want to copy the logic from the load config in a database. We go back to this service auth. Actually, I want to rename this file service secrets. Yeah, and rename the service secrets test. Perfect. Not a big deal, but still. And we actually just want to load this guy. The config has to be a singleton. So we need to put this here. And this one is going to be a pointer of the passive validation rules. BaaS is not going to be exported. Then just call it func load config. It's going to be n prefix string. It's not going to return anything. Right. So, bin, min length, min length, th, common, get, env, int, and prefix plus auth plus, and this should be the default. Okay. Max length. Opa. Always mess up this length word. Uppercase, common, get, and bool. Yeah, we want like the maximum. We don't want a minimum here. We want let's make two constants here. Min plus word default is going to be 8. Min max password default want to be 16. So I want to be quite restrictive. Let's do 12. It's not right, quite restrictive here. So we do boom, and the max password default, and everything else is going to be. Before do this, I want to see how I'm writing the other type of. So testing up. Yeah, let's call it testing auth, right? Testing auth, and then whatever. So that's correct. Yes. Lower case, common, get, even bool. Yeah, it's just digits, and special, specials, special, special. Perfect. And now, this guy is going to be set as a pointer, min len. Oh, no, we need the function. No. New. Perfect. And is this returns a pointer? Yeah, so that's it. And now, from the container, why auth 2? Oh. Okay. Let's remove this, huh? Was when I had the mess of the structure. There you go. I hope it's not breaking anything, you know. Yeah. So we have the load config, and we just want to pass the prefix. Let's call it a bit more load. Pass. Let's rename this. Load. Okay. So the container has this. So let's just, before doing anything, round identity. See, that does not crash. And well, nothing should happen actually, because I'm not calling from the controller the new function. So secret service is like for some like a 007 services. Okay, and then validate the password. Payload password, and the rules is going to be auth. You know what? Either password. Let's do this. Trunk secret server. We'll difference it, right? We pass the value from the pointer, right? If error is not nil, oh, I forgot one important thing. I forgot an important thing here, because okay, let's do this. Fuck it, let's do it from here. Because I don't want to unit test this part. This can stay not unit tested. Errors wrap. Let's see, auth. Perfect. So we wrap it. What's doing? Why is doing this? Oh, no, we just return this guy. So we wrap it with auth secret hash. But this is not the one we want. This one we want. And so it's going to prepend this one. Let's see if it works as planned. And so, boom. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Let's see what happens. So now, yes, we should see a difference. Because at the moment I don't have any environment variables. So what I'm expecting, actually the password to fail. Yes. So password validation error. Password validation error. Password below minimum than 8. To this one because required. Okay. I'm thinking, can I password validation error? So maybe just remove unnecessary message here. Password validation error. Error 2 dot. Password below length 8. At least one uppercase letter is required. At least one digit. At least one special character is required. So we have a working password validation. That's true that we could have a little bit better structure error message, but could be complex right now to do it. So let's leave it as it is. Really, it's already good enough in my opinion. We don't have to always wrap everything like that. Good. It's not long enough. We can. Okay. Good. Looking good. So Now, yeah, I think we're good on this part. Like, it took some time, but it's pretty solid, I think. Thanks to this, now we are wrapping and with everything. And this is, you can also see, right? This, thanks to the wrapping, it's adding this message. But the most important is that we know what type of error is, a client error. Yeah. Anyways, cool beans. This is loaded. I think I just forgot one thing I wanted to do. Oh yes, the environment variable. So let's just go to env example, and also the env that is ignored by Git. Is this at the moment? Okay, so I want to add it here. And there we go, I had it to the space for this, beautiful. So let's see a little bit here. Okay. Oath password. So we actually want to prepend this with the application we want to test. But what I want here is 3. For the max, I don't care, like it can be 12. And I want to disable everything else. So uppercase false, lowercase false, digits, and disable the special characters. Next, I want to update the environment variable. I have a make command to do this. Make update and file. Fine, it's gonna copy paste the new environment variables. Ooh, an error. I think I had a different setting. Oh, well, okay. Identity. Let's see if it works. Perfect. Just wanted to make a command, make sure that this will just work. Perfect. Yes. So now the password validation passed. Perfect. I created an account. But let's see now if it's dynamic. So I have now a password or 4 character. Let's put 5. Just the bare character above that. Okay, restarted. Password validation error, password below minimum length. I put 1 character and now it works. Perfect. So I'm saying this is a success. So for development only, I have minimum type of password possible, which is a password of 3 character. No upper lower digit special required. Pretty much I can do what I want with the password. But we can change this dynamically in production if we want a more robust application. Now, what we want to do in env testing, though, what do we want to do here? Here it's missing a small. I think for want to have it a little bit more robust as it fits in production. So let's keep everything for true, because if I create any credentials, I'm gonna use a proper password. And it's better I test this properly. So before commit, see if the test passes. The first one may fail as usual. One is actually failing. Let's see if it's the unit test. Yeah, our unit test. Okay. Test created by username seems to fail. Sorry, no, test registered by username. Let's see. I believe it's... yeah, let's see this one. Oh, right, because this is a new... And... you know what? I believe it's the password already. So... let's put, I think it's this. So let's make it minimum. Let's put like 18, just to see. Expected. Can we print? Password above maximum length 12. Oh, I put in an example, huh? So I'm testing. Let's put 24. Come on. Where is the test here? It's 24. How big is this number? Python 18. Hold on. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. It's actually testing. So that's why it's not working. And then the password, by the way, is 18. Just check with Python. So let's put that exact amount. It works, yeah, perfect. So we actually have a next test to test, because I do want to make sure that this type of error bubbles up on the controller. Good. I want to close all of this. So I'm pretty happy with these results, frankly. You know what? I actually want to before commit, I didn't see if I have any other errors. They pass. They do pass. Let me actually start to add the test for the controller. And so, where is it? In here. Oh, actually, I need the controller. Because I think I want to make this as a test. For I want to divide them. I want to divide them in a smaller chunk. So resume on invalid password. Right, and not strong. It's not strong password. Okay. Let's do this for the moment. There is a bit of boilerplate here, but at the moment I don't care to over-engineer shit. So expected. Right. Will it work? Huh? Let's ask AI. What if? Okay, no, thank you. How to fix so that or chars are excluded. So I want to remove the characters like new line, tab completely. You know. The mismatch is not the. Fuck it. Okay, let's do trim space, strings, trim, space, response. So if it's true what it's saying. Come on, failed. Fantastic. And it's a bit ugly. I think we're good to go now. So let's see if all tests are passing. All pass. Good. Let's do this. Integrated into controller. Good. We also have the unit test for this. Whew. Next, it's not done yet. So okay, next I want to add proper validation for the username. So pretty simple, a similar principle. Question is, should be the I think I want to use the same leverage, the same existing credential username validation that exists already. So the credential service, the problem is that at the moment, this thing, it's buried into it's really bad, into the repository. The repository shouldn't have such a validation. As a matter of fact, we want this to be a DTO. So we need to first move this up, and then what is this? New account credential. Yeah, let's do this. It's gonna take some time. Yeah, let's do this. New account credential, right? Because by the way, who calls this service credential? It's creating your account credential. So it would make sense at a service level. Verify this is beautiful. That's exactly what I want to do. Before I move on, I want to check the tests because these are going to be very annoying. So I'm checking these two errors here on the repository, and they need to be moved, possibly in a service credential test. Question: are we testing this? We are not. So we literally just need to move this up. How many tests we have here? Good credential. Oh, but okay. We need to add this in here. Okay. Let's do this. Another thing is, where are we going to move this? I believe it should go in here. Like this. DTO create account. Or in another. Who's using this, by the way? I mean, it's only the service, right? It's a repository credential. Oh, well. My bad. Maybe let's put it in the model. Yeah, let's put in this in a model. And we don't call it DTO. In theory, should be able to move this here, and no one will care. It's a beauty to have things in the same package. Yep. So let's run identity service. Just a sec. Okay, so yeah, where was I? Perfect, and a new account is created. So baby steps. Okay, perfect. Because now we're at the same package level. What we don't want to do though, and this is gonna be a little bit more annoying, to do this here. Are we returning an error? Yeah, we are. So this is gonna break tests. And that's fine. What we're gonna return the same. And so when we create credential type username, we also have to do one thing. New account credential you validate for type username. Slider D, but did what? I have a better idea. What the fuck? I don't know. No. Let's rename it again. What a weird sound related. But okay, so validate, it's like the default validation. And then I do this, not verify, you do this. And so you're going to call error, yeah. If error is not nil, return the error. Perfect. And then we add additional validation. So now we return nil because we're not adding anything. From the service, we call instead okay. We call this instead, and we can add additional rules based for the credential for the username. Okay, and next service credential tests, repository credential test. Okay, so I need to move this to errors because now this is going to fail. Indeed. Let me see. Where are we going to add this? So critical credential by username, on DB error, on wrong provider, type, credential, it's duplicated. Yeah, I think I want to do this here. Let's build from here. So on we're not called. I'm not going to test this, man. I'm not able to test these actually because no, I'm not able to test this at all. But let's put the comment because I need to add some testing for another thing later. So it's because I need to add tests here anyways, but not now. These two. Hold on, I'm gonna move this here too. I don't want to lose the test, so I need to add a model test. So that package of test. Of model on the side. Func test. Validate. Yeah. T parallel. Tests. Going to be a map of string mapped to a struct. And the struct verified. Yeah, it's going to be a model of okay. Error expected error. That's it. I'm gonna copy this message and I'm going to copy this pointer model oh, say add it in the doc. Oh, this is wrong. So what is this? PG testing object, huh? The mess. So what do we need? Count test. This. Yeah, I want to move them. And objects. Okay. Think could have been way worse. Okay. So now what do I want here? Credential test unit provider ID, test unit pro. Come on. What is this? Okay, that's good. Okay, and the model is this. Expected error, yes. For ID, launch test, T1 ID, func, T testing, T parallel. So this T model validate. Perfect. So we're gonna remove it from here, from the repository. Okay. Verify it's false. Alright, come on. Okay. And there's going to be this error. Perfect. So I'm going to remove this from here. Maybe do a happy one. Happy path. Success. Nil. True. Cool, works. So remove the finally from the repository this test. Let's see if this works. Okay, I thought I would have some errors. So you can also clean up here, which is pretty fantastic. Oh my god. Model validation from credential repo. So now we have to add some tests. Commit anyways, man. Alright, so it's not finished yet. And I want to do it at the service level. You want to add some rules? For now, it should be also cool to have them configurable like the password. But I need to speed up a bit the process here, because I'm going to the deep. Yeah. because it's getting too long. Service account off, service credential. Let's do. Yes, to be the service level, yes. Okay. And it has to be here. Let's think a moment what rule we want. I think open up the database here would help. So let's see a bit the username. The username has to go between 3 and 2255. And let's see if the similar rules applies here. Now the credential can be any length, but I want to apply this rule. So I want to add some username rules. In terms of length, I want at least 4 char. Can you recommend other rules for a context of a video game? Yeah, which are the rules? For a video game, username minimum characters is a good start. I recommend these additional rules. Maximum length, 20 characters. Let's go to 20. Okay. Allow characters. Yeah, even I'm not doing any cleanup. No consecutive spaces. If you allow spaces at all, keep them normalized. Max 20. Letters plus numbers. Okay. Must start with. No, it must. Can start with letter, number, or no space. If space trim top front trim space view list of reserve offensive names. Case insensitive get implementation. Let's do this. The case sensitiveness, it's redone. Void struct? What the hell is that? I like this, yes. UTF, perfect. Room count and string. There's a minimum maximum. Username pattern, match string. Oh. This is like pretending to be like a set because you check by key value. Okay. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Account credential required. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna to view mode, float. Perfect. Let's work on this. I need errors. I need to speed up. Provided not found. What is this? Okay. I like this. Now, this type of things to the AI is really, really good because I think what is like the way it's checking this is actually good enough. Our only concern is really the regex as usual. I mean, would it be anyways, right? So, perfect. It contains invalid characters. And last but not least, reserved characters. Before move on, I want to go and check this regex. I'm not understanding this regex. Huh? Regex online. I'm not getting it. Let's see. Matches single character present in the list below. Matches any kind of letter from any language. Matches any kind of numeric character in any script. Beautiful. Look, it was well done. It's highlighting what I'm looking at. So, and matches the character underscore. Matches single character present in the list below. Matches the previous token between 0 and unlimited times. So if I do this, is not matching. Looking good. Okay. Let's believe this. So Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do this. If not, oh, we need a username pattern there. Asking also to create the unit test already. Okay. Actually, there is so many rules, so I think a lot of it is. I thought to address the rules, but the rules the AI gave as a suggestion were quite good. Not gonna lie. I mean, quite good suggestions. So. Right. Okay. Let's see the test. It suggests validating the scale. Then it is fine. Term space and validates. These are like this. Okay, this we can keep it because it's pattern on the test. After trim space. I want to see that this was trimmed. Actual. Hold on a second. Gem space. P credential. It's a. Let's run this. Come on. What's okay? So, oh no. You're right, man. Did not pass through the correct method. Does it? Credential? Really? Hold on. Matches any numeric character in the script. Match a single character in a list. A character. Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah, so I need to add it like this. 2 of this minus in here. 1 and 2. Contains reserved characters. What do you mean? Does it? So let's run in the bug. Time, just pass, this pass. By the way, is it trimmed? It is. Sorry, oh. Oh no, yes, okay. Fair enough, he has to be okay. Not the other way around. Good, now this pass. Fantastic, so now let's keep going. So now we trimmed the username credential. Next, the username should be too low. Okay, so this is going to be a validation error. And it's going to be this error expected. And is IBC, right? Perfect. So this first error is being checked. Next, you want a super long ass username for a player, which is going to be username long exceeds length. There's an error. Username too short. It's going to be too long. Too short, too long. Next. They're invalid. So we can have So actually, let's check this pattern. If I start with a number, it's okay. Yeah, let's start with an exclamation mark. We just take like the default one, but we add an exclamation mark. And the error should be this. Okay. Perfect. Next. So I just want to test one and not all of them. Like, let's do admin. Okay, good. Perfect. So I think this looks good. Let's run the tests really quick. Hmm. Good. We do have let's see. Hold on. Which ones? Let's dock this again. Oh, the integration. Hmm. Just I think. This one is too long, no? Let me just check how long is. So len quite too long. Let's make it a little bit what credential too long still. To me. Okay, good. Fantastic. So maybe we don't want to add this in a service because it's really otherwise we just the same thing. But I don't want to add just one or two just in a controller. And also want to remove this. So because I want the error to bubble up. As a matter of fact, let's do this on as an end-to-end test. Okay, so let's do duplicate invalid username. Okay. Too long username is not good. Why is doing not create account. Do I need to put a space here? Okay. So it definitely works, the validation. For this credentials too long. What a hold on, how long is this? Is it 20 character? Oh, it is. Oops. Okay, so that's really all right. Oh, I created one. Perfect. Let's call it ACK. Should be still good, no? Perfect. So this is a happy path. What is username? So this is not good. Let's do a short one. All right, perfect. So it's looking good on from the controller side. Next, I want to add. Yeah, let's just add one, right? Just to see on the invalid username. So the username is going to so let's run over here. Let's here. Can I use this instead? Now this should fail because the error message should be different. Oh no, hold on. Oh, why? Because the password is no good. So let's use the strong password. Perfect. Before I move on, I want to put the strong password. No, just don't lose it. Yeah, so this should still work. Yep. And this we said it fails. Why does it fail? To click a difference. Because this. I'm gonna copy this, just put it in here. Code message could not create account contains invalid characters. Yep, and it works. So now let's run all the tests. Yes, and I think I'm done with the creation of the. Whew, I did it finally. So the author register login. Think it's done. Think it's done. The registration part. Yep. So let's do this. Added username validations rules. Yeah. Good status. Ooh, 16 commits. Right, so let's go. Let's create. So I think I still the famous branch. Oh, you know what? Maybe in the main. That would be wonderful. Yeah, good. Good. Auth register by username. Username. Create pull request. Oh, what the fuck? How is that? Crazy, huh? Right, because I did also the refactoring, I believe. Section merge. Isn't been squashed. Done now. Git checkout name, finally, git rule. Ooh. And then I'm going to go back to the gonna go on this branch. So I'm going to end the stream now, and I could only to be later. See